Well, I contracted meningococcal septicemia just over 20 years ago, and unfortunately, I lost both my legs and both my hands. And what I got from the Rebuilding Futures Fund was just a small powered wheelchair for use in the home, because from the NHS, I only get a chair, like one chair, and I live in the countryside, and it's so dirty and muddy that if I was to bring it in my whole house would just be filthy all the time. It was really easy to apply. I think sometimes people get put off applying for these kinds of funds because you think you're going to have to, declare every penny that you earn, and you didn't have to say anything like that. It was really just a case of showing that I'd had the illness, which I think the meningitis now already had it on their record, so I didn't even have to do that anyway. So it was probably one of the easiest applications I've ever made. Well, as you can probably imagine, with my type of disability, life is really, really expensive, and everything just seems to cost an absolute fortune. And I just would have struggled really to find that amount of money. And these little chairs, they don't last very long, so they're constantly breaking. And the one I got from the fund a couple of years ago is practically on its last legs now because I use them, day in, day out. So for me to keep finding that kind of money, almost every couple of years would be a big hit on our family income. I can't make do without it. I can't push a manual chair and do all the things that I need to do. So I just wouldn't have been able to kind of, look after my son and all the sort of things that I enjoy doing without it. Well, I don't think anyone's really got anything to lose from applying. Hopefully you'll be successful, and if you're not, well, you can try again with perhaps something else. So I don't think there's anything to be lost apart from perhaps a small amount of time filling in the form. It was very, unintrusive, and there's no one keeps a record and says, oh, you've made a claim to charity or anything like that. It's completely, discreet, and I would just go for it. When I first was discharged from hospital all those years ago, one of the first people that came to visit me was someone from your predecessor charity. We were in utter shock. We didn't know where to turn to for anything. And the charity was kind of there for us, supporting us, pointing us in the right direction. And I don't really know what I've done without their support.